Hi, everyone. I just wanted to talk about community service. Many people have said, why do you want to do this? And quite honestly, I have loved being a part of this city for over a decade. My husband Steve and I moved here in 1997, but it was about 2005 that I decided, Crystal, you should be a part of this community. And I decided, and it sounds a little funny, but I decided I'm going to become a Kenoshan. And to start on that journey, I joined the Rotary Club. And the Rotary Club of Kenosha West was where I learned a lot about service over self. And it's interesting to say that because I grew up in a very conservative family and we were always involved in church and serving others. But Rotary brought me into the community in a different way than I had been before. And honestly, when I think about becoming a Kenoshan, I think about what I gained through my experience with Rotary. And when you start serving in a community, you become one of the people. When young people ask me advice, I'm starting out in this journey or my career, and people come and say, what's a great way for me to be successful? Almost always I say, get involved in a service group. Because as you dig in and learn about your community, you will gain respect. And that's what happened with me. I think that one of the things that I gained personally through that experience was just a love for this city and a love for the people. And it was another dimension that I hadn't experienced necessarily in my life. I had kind of gone to church, gone to work, gone home, and that was it. But when I was able to become a part of something bigger, well, it points to one of the values that I'm carrying through this campaign, community, and just the depth that brings to our life. And caring about others is something that I think helps us be successful. When you have an outward focus, you start, being more successful in all the areas of your life. So through that experience, I joined the board of the Boys and Girls Club of Kenosha. And that was in 2009. And so 2009, 2008, I think it was late 2008 perhaps. And so I joined that board and started learning what the club was doing for kids in our city. And over the last decade, we have grown. Well, first of all, we built the building on 52nd Street through opportunities that the city afforded us and a lot of fundraising from people who really care. And so through that experience, I just became more folded in to the city, and my love and my care grew. I was president of the board in 2015, and it was a hard year for the board. We had a lot of change happen that year, and I led through it. Personally, my values are things that I run my company on, and I'll recite them because I think that they're actually me. Tell the truth, work hard, follow the rules, love others, and have fun. 5 values, 12 things. And as I have patterned my company around those values, I've also patterned my personal life and my life in this city. And so the year that I was president of the board was a hard year, but all of those values came to life for me in the way that I interacted with people, other board members, our members, the kids. And I think that especially the work hard and love others, man, it was on display. So then I was able to join other boards, CAFASI, the Kenosha Area Family Aging Service Incorporated. That was kind of all the things, the work that I do, the volunteer work I'd done, serving elderly in our community, families, people who really need resources. And I'm grateful for the opportunity I had to do that. Building Our Future, I think we started in 2017, and I joined a leadership table because I truly care about workforce development. And what I see in Building Our Future is an opportunity to help our children be ready to be successful when they graduate. And it doesn't start in 11th grade. It starts when they are born, and it's having families have resources and opportunity to help their kids have a fair start. Not everyone in this community has the same resources, and it's not those kids' fault. So the opportunity to just build value into our children so that they're ready for kindergarten, and then they're ready to read at 3rd grade at the right level, and their 8th grade math is on track, and then making sure that they are able and ready to graduate and they see value in going to work or more training for work when they graduate, All of those things is what Building Our Future does, and it's appealing to me. I run a business for Antita Assisted Living that depends on a healthy workforce. And we are not a place for people to necessarily end their career. In many situations, we are a stepping stone for them. And we talk often about wanting to be the very best stepping stone. And we're at a lower income opportunity for people. We have a lot of government funding that feeds into that. We have private pay individuals that allow us to pay our caregivers. But I wish it was more. It's really hard work. So we want to be a part of this process. Building Our Future helps kids be ready to graduate and go into work. For Antita Assisted Living is kind of the same thing. We want to be a step in someone's journey. Now, some people just love being a caregiver, and I'm grateful that we get to be a place where they get to have meaningful work. So this video is just to talk a little bit about what I've done in our community, and I've continued to be involved in a lot of different areas. One of the things I've just done the last couple of years is I helped found 100 Women Who Care. And if you've watched us at all on social media, you see how much fun we have at 100 Women Who Care and the collective impact that we are having on, I think we're almost up to a dozen nonprofits that have already benefited from women coming together with a common goal. And our common goal is to make Kenosha a better place to live and a better place to work and a better place to have a family. And the energy that I was able to bring, I'm just grateful. One of the very first meetings, I knew that as a founder, I had some responsibility to have good leadership in that group, but I decided I can't take that on too. So we found someone and said, can you lead us? And I'm still on the empowerment team, but I'm not in charge, and I'm grateful for that. But really what that meant was bringing women together that could lead together. And so what we've been able to do through just women finding new friends, developing relationships, learning more about nonprofits, and then the collective impact of the funding, I'm really proud of it. So as you think about who is Crystal Miller and why does she think that she could do this? Well, I love this city. I've learned a lot over the years. I don't know nearly enough, but I have an open mind and open ears and open eyes to be more for the city and the impact that I can have in Madison in things that matter here in Kenosha, I think is a big deal. And I really want to represent this city. I really want to go to Madison and have my voice matter even bigger because your voice matters. Take care.